very unfortunate.
All right. So for my last story, uh, Meta, you guys might have been heard about this. Death isn't the end. Meta patented an AI that lets you keep posting from beyond the grave. Have you guys heard about that?
No, I haven't.
So if you're deceased and your social media account is activated, well, if you could set your Instagram page to keep posting after you die, would you? And I'm reading from the Business Insider, by the way. Meta was granted a patent that would use AI to train a bot to keep post-mortem accounts active. A Meta spokesperson said the company has no plans to move forward with the tech yet. Anyway, does Meta want to make our social media accounts immortal? The company was granted a patent which outlines how a large language model can simulate a person's social media activity, such as responding to content posted by real people. The language model may be used for simulating the user when the user is absent from social media networking system, for example, when the person takes a long break or if the user is deceased. So in the patent, Meta lays out why it thinks people might need this. So if you're no longer posting online, whether that's because you need a break from social media or you die, your followers' user experience will be affected and they're gonna miss you. Isn't that terrible? The impact on the users is much more severe and permanent if that user is deceased and can never return to the social networking platform, the document says, to fill that void. Sweet Meta, I'm adding the word sweet, would essentially create a digital clone of your social media presence, training a model on user specific data, including historical platform activity, comments, likes, contents, just to understand how you would, or rather did, behave. That clone can then respond to other people's content by liking and commenting or responding to DMs. For influencers and creative
This shit is sick.
who make their livelihoods on Meta platforms, and you need to take a break, then you can go on that vacation. Like on social media, this is a useful tool. You see how they use a benefit to lure you into the prison. Meta's patent also references tech that would allow the LLM to simulate video or audio calls with users. So you're not here anymore, but
Wow.
people can still call you. The Meta spokesperson said that while it files patents to disclose concepts, a granted patent does not always mean the company will pursue it. Still, it opens up many questions about the nature of tech and grief. An AI bot that acts as your understudy while you're on digital detox is one thing, but imitating people who've died, it just is not about legal issues, but a lot of very important social, ethical, and deeply philosophical issues as well. Mi gente, they are getting into the business of grief tech. And I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm going to post this article right now. And if you're on X, I'm going to post it on Cafecito Break.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. I think this is sick, and I personally, the only way I would do something post mortem is not have the robots create it for me, but what I would do is just have some funny little things that would like preset, like on the time of death, like maybe the next week. So long, suckers! Like it'll say something like that, or it'll say something like the next year, like another funny comment, or maybe I'll have it self-programmed to like 2 years out, 5 years out, and just like kind of remember me and remember my spirit. But I would have to write it. I wouldn't be comfortable with allowing, an AI to figure out what I'm going to comment on some political post or whatever. That's just not right. I would never agree to that.
Now think about this, Cozy. Me and you can continue to tell people to go fuck themselves for all of eternity.
I know. But I would do it on my own. I would like I said, after I die, like a week later, so long, suckers.
And we probably wouldn't be shadow banned, so our followers would actually see us even though we're dead.
I don't want to be more popular after death.
They're not going to shadow ban a dead account.
We probably would
They
get
don't
more
want the
popular after death,
views.
right? They'd be like, "Oh, he was so wise," but then while I was on Earth, people were spitting and kicking me.
Yep, that's how it is. You're nobody till somebody kills
He
you,
was
like
so
Biggie said.
smart.
There's also the psychological aspect of it, because if you are dead and people do miss you, then maybe they're seeing an AI video of you saying stuff, and it's not really you. Especially for the people who didn't hear that you died, and they're just seeing a video
Yeah,
of
they think
you
it's me.
for years. And then, like, I remember I told a friend of mine from high school that this girl died like 10 years ago, and he was like, "Oh my God, she's dead! Like, I didn't know that." I'm like, "Yeah, I went to the funeral and everything. She's," and he was like, you find out about something years later. But imagine if you saw an AI video of me saying stuff, and you find out 10, 20 years later that none of the shit that was being said was actually me. It was just an AI video, and I've been dead for a long time.
What would all right? I'm going to ask
That
you
is
both. I'm going to ask. I'm
crazy.
going to ask you both. My last question to both of you. What would you say if you can pre-program something a year, a year after your death? What would you want to say to the world?
I think I would want to say, well, actually, I don't know, but what's coming to my mind right now is if you're seeing this and I'm not no longer here, make sure you kiss your loved ones. Don't let this moment pass you by because
Wow.
tomorrow's not promised.
Wow. That's a good
Give
one.
flowers to people when they're alive, not dead. And I didn't kill myself, everyone. The Clintons got me.
It
I
was the
would I
Clintons.
would say I would, you know what I would do? I'm like, hey, still donate to Cafecito Break.
Who would you have as the beneficiary?
Donate for
Oh.
funeral expenses.
Oh my God. Oh my God. For you know what? I'm pretty sure the social media me is going to want to go on special trips. You know, by that point, there's probably gonna be robots and they're gonna try to download this meta consciousness of your dead self into a robot. So then you're just there's replicas and dolls of you for whoever wants to purchase them. I would
Go,
not want to be a robot in anybody's
This world
future.
is getting out of hand, man.
But
go,
but we're
go and
really there in a
donate.
sense.
I want to
Go
go
and
back to
donate to make
1980.
a gold statue of me, and it's going to be very expensive because I'm very fat. So it's going to take a lot of gold.
I want to go back to 1990s.
What would this statue say, Mark? Because besides it being expensive, like whoever inherits that statue
The,
is gonna be happy. They're gonna be there's
the
gonna be a lot
greatest.
of
No, it's for the public in the cemetery. The greatest man that ever lived, and it's going to have a whole speech and stuff. I'll think about it later, but that's about it. Nothing too crazy. Just solid gold statue of the greatest man that ever lived. No big deal.
Or any other news we missed?
Cozy's pure soaps.
Wash your butt crack.
Wash your buns.
Gotta stop saying that.
Wash your ones with class. Visit at Cozy's Pure Soaps. And we also have MAHA, Make America Fun Again.